Did you have an update on Tanner and the quarterback situation this week?
Yeah, that's great. I'm sure everybody's going to ask that. First of all, Tanner's doing very well. Woke up on Sunday morning and surprisingly felt really good, which is great. He was evaluated at the medical center right after the game, which I know all of you saw. He was cleared by the medical teams and the medical staffs of where he was at to be able to fly home with the team. We held the plane a little bit longer so he could finish up his testing and flew home with the team as well. But that stuff's out of my hands. I just know that I know he appreciates all the prayers, thoughts, support, text messages from everybody. I know we do as well as a team. But again, surprisingly, woke up, felt really good. But he's in our medical cares, under that umbrella right now. So, but he's doing very well. And in terms of the quarterback situation, we have other quarterbacks that can play if he's not able to go. But that's not necessarily just ruled out yet. So. But I'm not the one in charge of all those decisions. That's our medical team, and I know that he's in very, very good care, and he's doing really well.
You going to practice tomorrow? Is that the plan right now?
Well, I haven't got an update yet, Andy, from the medical team yet. I usually get that in the afternoon about tomorrow's practice, so we'll see what they say. I know he'll be at practice for sure. And again, my policy, especially with quarterbacks or somebody who's played a ton of football, right, is you don't have to practice throughout the week until you get to the end of the week, and then you have to be able to show that you can do something. But the Tuesday, Wednesday, people always say, "Oh, you got to practice by Wednesday, or you're probably not ready to play football." I agree with that, depending on who it is. But I think it's a case-to-case basis. So we'll see how he feels. But I know this: our medical staff's not going to do anything that puts Tanner's life, safety, health in jeopardy. I do know that for a fact because this is so far out of my control.
Is Cole recovered enough, PJ, to play Saturday if that's the situation?
Well, we'll find out. I mean, he was at practice yesterday and did a lot of things with us, so we'll see what that looks like. But, we've got some decisions to make today as we keep going forward based on the information that we'll get. And then, we have 3 quarterbacks that can play football, and we'll decide which one, if we get to that point, which one will do that.
How do you feel about Ethan if Tanner can't go?
Well, if Tanner can't go, then it's really up between Cole and Ethan, right? But again, it's one of those things when you look at it, I mean, I like them both. I think Cole's got a lot more experience, but when you look at Ethan, I mean, he's really talented. It's just, what will he be able to process, bring all in, go out there and execute? But those are the decisions we'll make as we keep going forward. But I'll have confidence in whoever's out there, that's for sure.
Are you at all surprised that on the hit on Tanner on that punch that there wasn't a flag? I mean, I know the guy's trying to knock the ball out.
I think that's got a lot of traction. No, I'm not. Here's the deal. I have a ton of respect for Coach Bielema, and he called me right after the game, and he saw the hit, and we talked about it. And I said, "This is football. I mean, the guy's going for the ball. I mean, you don't know. We all teach players to go punch the ball out. He's going in there to punch the ball. There was no intent, and Tanner didn't take it that way. I didn't take it that way. I told Coach Bielema the same thing. I mean, I appreciate the phone call. It means a lot, but I said, you can't worry about that. It's football. It's different than a blatant shot that has nothing to do with a football hit. But they're taught to punch the ball out. And I see that, and Tanner knows that, and he would never take offense to that. And I've already talked to him about it. He hasn't, and that's part of football.